Hi, welcome to Listening in English with Marc. We are going to talk about COVID-19 today. So, here is a question for you. What are the long-term impacts of COVID-19? The COVID-19 pandemic, or the coronavirus pandemic as it is more commonly known, started in 2019, supposedly in a market in China. While its origin is still up for debate, it is known to have taken most of us by surprise, as nowadays we think of ourselves as being far too advanced to suffer from the effects of such a virus. Due to medical and technological advancements, we generally believe that we are immune to most illnesses, and also that we can at least go to the doctor and they should be able to cure us of our ills, but this time was different. We saw that due to the fact that COVID-19 is so contagious, doctors could not keep up with the huge number of patients coming in. Also, due to the fact of COVID-19 being an unknown virus, even the experts were caught by surprise, as they did not know the mortality rate of this virus, and many experts debated the way that it spread too, because so many people were coming down with the virus. The short-term effects of COVID-19 cost nearly 7 million lives, according to recent estimates. However, the worst part is probably the long-term effects. It is essential to consider both the physical side and the economic side of this pandemic. The long-term physical impact of those who have suffered severe COVID could also suffer strokes, heart inflammation and organ failure. Whereas maybe worst of all is the constant fear that another pandemic like this could paralyze the world's economy, and as we know, poverty generally costs more lives than any illness or disease. Another not so often mentioned side of the story was the social impact of being under lockdown for months. Children missed experiences, and it also created a fear of social interaction. People are still feeling the long-term impacts of the pandemic, whether it be socially, economically or physically. Literally no one has escaped this pandemic unscathed. It really was a disaster in all senses of the word. So, let's review some of the contents you have heard. The mortality rate is the number of deaths. A stroke is a loss of blood flow to the brain. Like a heart attack, but in the brain. To paralyze is to stop something immediately. A lockdown is a type of curfew in which no one can leave their house. Now let's see if you can answer a few simple questions about what you have heard. When was the COVID-19 pandemic? Where did it originate? What are the long-term effects? That's all for today's program. Take a look at our website Intercambio Idiomas Academy for more information and ways to improve your speaking and listening skills.